Guys, and welcome back, man. Here we are Wednesday, and you know that means it's time for another midweek motivation and advice video. Today, I want to expound on some things I've talked about quite often in my videos. Some of the videos I'm talking about are the things where I talk about how you can ask the universe for pretty much anything you want, and you can get it as long as you're willing to do the things it takes to get to that place and align yourself with your thoughts and your actions more towards the life path it takes to get to those places, right? The problem I see a lot about, and one of the things I want to expound about is I see a lot of people do this and put a lot of time and effort into it, but then when life goes to give them what they want, because it doesn't appear in the way that they thought it would, right, all wrapped up nice and in a bow and a nice package, they don't seize the opportunity to take what it is they want, whether it be that promotion, whether it be a relationship, whether it be weight loss, whatever it be, right? You take the time and effort, right? You've thought it out, man. You're doing the things it takes to get what you want, but then you just keep passing it by because when it shows up in your life, it's not wrapped up pretty the way you expected it to be, right? And what I'm here to tell you is life very rarely ever gives you exactly what you want in the exact way that you want it, right? So you have to let go of the idea and the process of what's going to happen. Again, don't try to force anything, right? Keep your eyes open, keep it peeled for exactly what the universe is doing and telling you, so that you can get to what you want and what you need in the fastest possible way, right? Because that's what we all want, right? Understand that nothing worth having is easy, right? You must make sacrifices. And some of the things that you are going to have to sacrifice for absolute 100% certain are going to be things that you do not want to sacrifice. These things that you have held on to in your head, that I will never let go of this thing, right? You're going to be asked to let go of that thing, right? That's the way this works, right? Your new life will absolutely cost you your old life. It absolutely will, right? And one of the other things that people just are not prepared for, right, is the fact that getting what you want, that can break you, man. Getting what you want can break you and ruin your life. It can, right? It doesn't have to, right? But the problem that I see happen a lot of times, right, is that, especially with weight loss, is people go, I want to lose a certain amount of weight, right? And they do the thing, right? They align their lives in the way that they need to. They do that exercise. They do the calorie restrictions. They do everything right, right? They even find a way to not force the issue and grab success, right? And they lose the weight, right? But it breaks them, right? Because what ends up happening, especially in weight loss, is you lose the weight, right? And you get so over happy about it that you forget that that's the easy part, man. That first part of it, grabbing what you want, is always the easiest part. Holding on to it and keeping it, that is the hardest part of all of this, right? And I see it happen all the time. People rebound all the time, weight loss, right? You get it relaxed, you get out of that mindset that got you there, and then before you know it, you've gained all the weight back and then some, and now you're mega depressed. It ruins you. It floors people, right? It's the same thing that happens with relationships, right? Maybe you don't have ability to talk to the opposite sex or the same sex, if that's what you're into, right? But you want this relationship, right? And you finally find a way to come out of your comfort zone and to seize that, right? And maybe it's not the person that you thought that you absolutely wanted, or whatever, right? And you pass it by, or you don't. You take that opportunity or whatever, right? But then you don't do the things necessary to allow that relationship to thrive, right? Maybe it's a promotion, right? You get that promotion to the next step up, right, into management or something like that, right? But you're not prepared for it, and you're not prepared to do the things it takes. So now you get fired, right? It can floor you. It can ruin you, right? You have to understand that the easiest part of this is getting what you want. The hardest part will always be keeping what you want and always wanting it, right? I mean, that's the key, right? The key is not necessarily to always look to that next thing, right? It's to want what you already have, right? And keep what you already have and keep it healthy, man. That's always the hardest thing, right? So I preach a lot about how to get what you want, how to ask the universe for what you want, how to let go of forcing it and all of that kind of thing. But I don't know up until this video that I've ever really talked about the fact that very rarely does life give you what you want in the way that you expect to have it, right? So a lot of people just walk by it and never end up grabbing it, right? And those of us that do end up grabbing it, a lot of times it can ruin you. because what you want is not always, necessarily what you need, right? And then when you get it, right, it's a lot of work to keep it, right? And some of us are just not prepared to do that work it takes to keep what we want, man. And the depression that follows because of that, everything that happens because of that can floor you and ruin you and leave you worse off. So, again, ask the universe for what you want, guys. Work to make what you want a reality, right? Do the things necessary. Align your thoughts and your actions so that it comes to fruition. Keep your eyes open, right, for it to be an unconventional way of being presented to you. Grab it and then do everything you can for the rest of your life in order to keep it and to keep wanting that thing, man. It's super hard to do, dude. Life is super hard to do. This is what I said last time. There's no easy way to do this, man. Life is messy, man, and that's just the nature of the beast, dude. Hopefully this helps you, gives you a nice little pep talk about it, and maybe some of you can recognize some of those things that are happening already in your life and seize those opportunities, man. I hope so. Anyway, guys, like and subscribe. Leave me some comments, man. Let me know what's going on with you guys, and as always, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.